Yahweh is out of the time. He's not. He created time. He put things where he wanted it to be. He's going to send his son, and he won't be late. All right. Now, all right, and I read this too. Right. This is the ISV translation. For in a very little while, the one. It says the one. All right. So the one has to have one name. All right. Which is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 37. ISV translation. For in a very little while, the one who is coming will return. He will not delay. He's not going to delay. Who's the one? See, this is what vocab you don't want. He don't want you to get it. Vocab don't want you to have nothing, man. Vocab pissed because he ain't getting it. He knows that the one that's coming is not coming for him. He knows this. And our brothers out, we better hope and pray he's coming for us. And his name is Yahawashi. Makes logical sense, bro. You know? You hear stuff now when you deal with people in the world, how they speak, and generally what they into, what they involved in, what they into. You are freaking happy. You should be very, very happy that you're doing this. Alright? You should be extremely excited. Because I was just excited, like, before. Like I tell you, it's 2:14 a.m. in the morning. When I got out of work, you know, I went and jumped on the treadmill for an hour, right? And then I did a little, you know, whatever muscle stuff, the dumbbells, whatever. Wasn't really thinking about nothing. But before I went to the gym, I came home, right, and I seen a bunch of trucks in the back of my backyard and shit, right. What the fuck is all these damn trucks? This shit, I never seen this shit before. I've been here for one of my amount of years. What the fuck is that? I'm looking up there and looking outside. So I get my apartment, it's right under my window. There's nothing but police. All how you say, you know, I ain't see no Jakes, I ain't see no brown colors. All I seen was red faces. And you know, so I was like, what the heck? So I had to throw my garbage out. I went back there. I said, what's going on? I asked the police, what are you doing here? What's going on? Oh, they looking at me. And they like, oh, you know, we had a situation. Is it over? Cause y'all right in my window. Y'all gotta, you know, I know you're the law and all that, but you know, thanks for your services. But you know, if it's over, let's clear up the area, clear it out. Come on, because I'm getting nervous. Like I did, but you know, we gotta be happy that, you know, I was joking with them, but we were making a good laugh. But it was just the point of we're not in none of these worldly activities. Because they was going through somebody's car, moved on this, going this. I mean, they was in the hot apartment, and you know, I never saw someone's heat in so long. Like this, and they like, yeah, where you live? I said, right there, yeah, right under my window, man. Like, yeah, right here. Like, I never saw this parking lot so filled up with so many big ass trucks. It was like just 10 trucks back there, and whatever happened. And I was just telling my little one, like, hey, this is what you should be happy to. Your daddy, your father is not involved in these worldly activities. You can't be waiting. If you was patiently waiting, you wouldn't be a part of the worldly activity. See, these individuals out in this world, Jake is always caught up in something. You know, I was telling this Jake at the plantation, like, yo, do the right thing or else. That's the only line I tell him that every day. Do the right thing or else. He knows he's fucked up, but he's you know, I tell you, Jake don't know what to do with themselves. Salaka just went off to another, but they're not. When he returned, when Yahawashi returned, he's not he will not delay. It's not gonna be off. It's gonna be on time. So like, I didn't mean to talk about that other stuff, but that was just something that just happened before I went to the gym, and I was just like, and I was just saying to myself like, wow, the Lord really pulled me away from madness. He has pulled. If we are doing this, He has pulled you. He has preserved you. We're not saved yet, but He has preserved you to have a chance, to have grace, and wait on He. See, it says this is a little while. This is now we know what we were doing wrong, right? For in a very little while, the one who is coming will return. He was here already. Yahawashi. We learned Hebrew. We learned some Greek. We learned some Hebrew. We learned some Greek. We learned our nationality. So now we narrowed it down. We narrowed ourselves down. So it's a verse. Oh man, I can't think of it. I'm not gonna fight it right now. Oh man, for being in the world, you damaged yourself. We're damaged goods, man. All right. And He's still gonna come back for us in a defiled, decrepit way. How we are now. Wow. That's the why Yahawashi Shah for that. For in a very little while, the one which is we narrowed it down. We narrowed it down. We're not everything. We just one thing. We are Israelites. All right, Hebrew Israelites. And we can't put the word black on us because we're not black. We know the word black means void of light. Now we can't be void of light because light is pure. All right. So now we becoming pure. Waiting patiently for Yahawashi to come back. All right. For in a very little while, the one who is coming will return. He will not delay. So, all right. So like I said, that this is the spirit right now because I didn't know where I was going with this, but it feels good because it's clear to me. All right. So we're gonna narrow this down. All right. So why is it always jumping? That was a good verse I just saw right there. All right. So, right, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 37. For yet a little while, he that shall come will come and will not tarry. He's not going to tarry, and we are waiting patiently. We're suffering for righteousness' sake. So we're doing the right thing for the one who's returning, for the one who will not delay, for the one which his name is Yahawashi, who will not tarry. And he is on time. He is on time. The Lord has given him everything. He's the king of he's the prince of time, right? Because Yahweh is the king, and Yahawashi is he's joint heir with him. He's the king of us. But that's Yahweh's son. So he's the prince, which has got everything now. So it makes him a king. So he's like he's the ruler of everything except Yahweh. Yahawashi is the one. The one Yahawashi is the ruler of everything except Yahweh. Which is a dynamic. This is Uwap Shua. This is the greatest story. This is the greatest story ever, man. Coming out, knowing, understanding, man. not busting them, not busting your own move, because your own move could end up with them fools behind that was out my window earlier. Well, yesterday, around like 5, 6 o'clock, they was out there. I don't know how long but they was in and out the building. I never saw something like these motherfuckers. You just saw these motherfuckers like damn near military. You know, they had the the police vest on. It was crazy, man. Busting whatever type of moves you trying to bust, that's gonna happen because that is Yahawashi's whooping stick. Ashashua is Yahawashi whooping stick. All nations, when you read the book of Judges, the Lord sick the nation. Every time we disobeyed Him, we didn't listen because we were supposed anything that any people we're under is our captivity. And the Lord told Jeremiah to tell our people you're going to go into the captivity of Babylon, which was a dynamic story. Really, you think about it. The prophet telling you got to go into slavery. And the king not listening. I'm not going over there. He got his broads with him. He got his dudes with him. Nah, we ain't going over there. We going to the Egyptians. And everybody gets ran down on that because they don't listen. See? That was a serious situation. Because they didn't they didn't listen. And what the Lord said, which was on time, it tarried, but it didn't tarry right, and boom, they went into the slavery of the Babylonians. That's what the scripture said. They went under the captivity of Babylon. The king was right there, a servant. Our king was a servant for that king. And years later, what happened to that kingdom? It got a strategic strike on it, and it was taken down. So everything happens for a reason, you know. So Salakia. All right, let me narrow this down. So for yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. All right, so this is what we're leading up to right now. This is what's happening. Now, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith. This is a commandment. To live by faith is a commandment. Who you supposed to have faith in? Who you supposed to have faith in? The one that's coming back. All right? That means the just. We have to be just. We have to be just. We have to be good. Just means it says G 1342, right? Dikaios. I know I pronounced that wrong. Let me see.
Dikaios.
Oh, Dikaios. I was close. Dikaios. Righteous, observing divine law. Righteous, observing divine law. In a wide sense, upright, righteous, virtuous, keeping the commandments of Yahweh Yahawashi. That's the just. That's the Justice League. Of those who seem to themselves to be righteous, who pride themselves to be righteous, who pride themselves in their virtues, whether real or image. Imagine. So.
Imagined.
Yeah, imagine. Innocent, faultless, guiltless. Use of